I have a friend who thinks that the only reason you feel bad the day after drinking alcohol is dehydration. What I would ask them are these 4 questions. Why do some people turn red when they drink alcohol? Why does alcohol ruin your sleep, as seen on your Apple Watch data or your Garmin or whatever you wear? Why is alcohol bad for your liver? And why does drinking more alcohol the next day make you feel better, even though you're getting more dehydrated? Well, let me explain. So most people think they feel bad because of dehydration. But when you actually look at dehydration, they'll define mild dehydration as 2 to 4% of your body weight. So that'd be like losing 4 to 8 pounds of fluids. So that'd be like going out for the evening and weighing 200 pounds and then coming home and weighing 192 pounds. That would be considered mild dehydration. That's a ton of fluid loss. Moderate dehydration is defined as 5% plus of your body weight. That would be like a 200-pound person losing 10 pounds from drinking alcohol over the course of an evening. That just doesn't happen. Typically, people are going to be in this mild dehydration zone, and that's going to lead to thirst and dry mouth and dark urine and low urine output. That's all that it's causing, which is why we would say that it's only 10 to 20% of why you feel bad the day after drinking alcohol. It can't explain things like body discomfort, GI discomfort, liver stress, sleep disturbance, sounds in life being too bright, loss of appetite and queasiness, head discomfort, brain fog, and if you drank enough, the shakes, right? All of that's coming from other things. You add it all up, 20 to 40% of the reason that you feel bad is acetaldehyde exposure, and 50 to 60% of the reason you feel bad is GABA rebound. So when you then map each one of these problems onto their associated issues, what you'll see is that the acetaldehyde is leading to the body discomfort. The acetaldehyde is leading to the GI discomfort, like your stomach not feeling well. The acetaldehyde is what's putting stress on your liver, not the dehydration. And then the GABA rebound, that's what's leading to the sleep disturbance, sounds and light being too bright, loss of appetite and queasiness, head discomfort, brain fog, and the shakes. This right here is the 3 main biological processes of alcohol consumption. So obviously, yes, alcohol, pure alcohol is dehydrating. So when you drink more alcohol, it will lower vasopressin, which is the antidiuretic hormone, which will then increase urine production, and then that can lead to mild dehydration. But the effect is super mild because most people aren't drinking pure alcohol. So like the closest you can get to pure alcohol is Everclear, which is 95% pure alcohol and 5% water. This beer, on the other hand, is 95% water and only 5% pure alcohol. And so what you actually find is that in low amounts, you can actually rehydrate. So the effect is always mild, unless you're drinking straight spirits with literally no mixers, not mixing waters in. When it comes to acetaldehyde exposure, alcohol converts into acetaldehyde. And it's this acetaldehyde step that's 20 times more toxic than alcohol is itself. It then gets cleared finally by passing through your liver multiple times, hence the liver stress, and turns into acetate. And acetate is non-toxic. So this is that acetaldehyde exposure step. Alcohol will bind to specific receptors on your brain called GABA. Basically, you drink more alcohol is hitting those receptors. It's a depressant. It's making you feel relaxed, inhibited, carefree, good. But as it leaves those receptors, you have a rebound. And everything that you liked about the alcohol is now working in opposite. That's why you feel irritable, sounds are too loud, lights are too bright, and that's what we call GABA rebound. So you might be asking yourself, well, what can you do about this? Well, yes, step number 1, what you can do is rehydrate. You can use rehydration beverages like Liquid IV, Pedialyte, Cheers Hydrate, whatever, but you just need to be aware that that's only going to fix this mild dehydration. So to fix the other things, you need to fix acetaldehyde exposure and GABA rebound. So what can you do? Well, when it comes to acetaldehyde, what you can do is take L-cysteine. And L-cysteine is an amino acid, but it will actually bind to acetaldehyde and form a non-toxic compound called MTCA. So you can actually bypass a large percentage of this acetaldehyde exposure by taking L-cysteine during or after alcohol consumption. And studies show that you can actually reduce it as much as half when you take it in dosages similar to what we have in Cheers Restore. When it comes to GABA rebound, what you can do is take a flavonoid called dihydramycetitin, and when you take it after consuming alcohol, it will bind to these GABA receptors, and by doing so, it will actually satiate this receptor rebound. So you'll have less of this GABA rebound effect. When you lower that, what you're doing is really taking the majority of the reasons that you feel bad, and you're making it less severe. So all of these issues over here, you're starting to fix. Now, you could take those products individually, or what you could do is take it in Cheers Restore. Cheers Restore is an after alcohol aid. It was on Shark Tank. It's in over 16,000 brick and mortar retail locations. It has over 7,500 4- and 5-star reviews. And within every single Cheers Restore order, you're going to get a quick start guide. And inside this quick start guide, it's going to explain how GABA rebound works and how you can use L-cysteine and DHM to reduce GABA rebound, metabolize acetaldehyde more efficiently. If you have that friend that always says, oh, the only reason you feel bad the day after drinking is dehydration, then you should tag them in this video, show them that no, all of these things correspond to these things, which correspond to these things, and if you fix these things, you fix these corresponding things, and they're all color coordinated. Show them this quick start guide, which goes into painstaking detail of how alcohol is actually metabolized in the human body, why it makes you feel bad, and why alcohol is far more complex than just dehydration.